Hey guys, and welcome to a new video here on the Shreducator YouTube channel. My name is Emmanuel, but you can also call me the Shreducator because that's what I like to do. I like to shred. And today I'm here to shred all my way through the new Ibanez High Performance Series for 2020. So High Performance, that probably stands for a range of guitars that is pretty affordable, though really specced out with good stuff. And you know, the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about quality guitars are quality pickups. And even though these guitars start at a pretty affordable price range of around 500 euros, all of them come with Dimarzio pickups, and that is something that is pretty special for, you know, this price range, I'd say. But anyway, let's get a little more into detail on some of the models. For example, this one, we have the Dimarzio Fusion Edge humbuckers, and some other models, for example this one, these have the Dimarzio Air Norton and Tone Zone classic combo that we all know and love. So it doesn't matter which one you'll get from the High Performance series, all of them have a pretty good sound due to pretty good pickups. As you can see, all of the body shapes are pretty much the same, but there are just minor differences. So some of them, for example this one, is just the original RG shape, and some of them, for example the one I hold in my hands, is the RGA shape, which is a little more round, while the original RG shape is a little more edgy and flat. My personal preference is the RGA shape because, you know, this seems to be a little more ergonomic. So when you are playing with them, they just feel a little more fitting to the body because of some minor changes, like, you know, as I said, making it a little more ergonomic and a little more comfortable to play with. And that is something I really enjoy, and that is really a modern progressive feature that you know, makes this instrument really great. So besides that, we have this double locking tremolo bridge, which, you know, just keeps the guitar perfectly in tune, as you can see in this video. Something else that we can find at this body is this additional switch, which basically allows us to coil split the humbuckers so that we can play with a single coil sound. And this sound is very joyful when playing clean, but also, like in my case, when playing some more rock stuff, so to say. And actually all models except for this one do have this switch to coil split. This one also coil splits, but it has a regular 5-way switch, as some of you might know from, you know, Ibanez models from the past. So let us move on to this beautiful neck. So as you might see, all of the guitars do have a roasted maple neck, and you know, it really feels great and, you know, very fast, especially because of that, you know, dry kind of feeling that roasted necks do have, and it really makes you, like, you know, feel very fluid with your left hand when playing, you know, legato and slides and all that stuff that requires a little more movement across the fretboard. On the other side of the fretboard, we just have this beautiful Yatoba fretboard, except for this model, this comes with another maple fretboard. But don't worry, both of them feel very great and smooth to play, just as the other side of the neck. But something that all of the models from the high performance range do have in common is the jumbo frets that most of you probably know for their great feel and playability. And the models that do not have the Ibanez double locking trem come with a monorail, either monorail or F106 bridge. Both are made and designed by Ibanez themselves, so these are pretty much like a perfect fit for all the guitars. And you know, my highlight of these bridges, as I like to say so often, is that you can set up the string action for every string separately. So let's say you're, you know, trying to set up your guitar for shredding, you can really go for a pretty low action. But you know, when setting up the guitar, you just realize that everything is really good, but for example, the B string is a little too high for your individual taste. So what you can do with these bridges is just, you know, address the B string only and make it fit the way you want. So the big advantage of this kind of bridge is that you do not need to sacrifice the good feel of a certain string to make another string, you know, fit a little better into the whole thing. Last but not least, we do have the very iconic Ibanez headstock, all the tuners on one side, and, you know, just the Ibanez logo on here, which looks, you know, very cool as always. So I think that this is about it. So as I said, the guitar is pretty affordable, starts at, I think this one starts at 499 euros and they go up to 899 euros, which is, like, concerning all the specs, a pretty good price, I'd say. And a question that all of us do have in mind is, how do these guitars shred? Just to make sure that you understand me, if there's someone who can shred, he can basically shred on every guitar. But the thing is that some of them shred rather easy, while some of them are really hard to shred. And in today's review, we will focus on, you know, the shreddability of things. So in the end, this guitar is a perfect fit for shredders because, like, you know, for me the main feature is a good neck, and this Ibanez Wizard profile never ever disappoints. It's always a good choice for shredding. It's rather thin, but you know, it still has that very round feeling to it that makes your hand comfortable with the neck. So there are necks out there that are even thinner, but the thing with most of them is that they're pretty edgy, and you know, that is not a, you know, really comfortable thing to use when you're playing, you know, long runs and all that stuff. So I'd rather go with this kind of neck that is pretty thin but still has a round, curvy character to it. Also, all the pickups are great for high gain stuff, especially the Dimarzio Fusion Edge pickups. They just have the right amount of compression for, you know, high amounts of gain, and they really control the gain and make it really joyful to play with, you know, lots of gain. So that is something that some pickups do not do that good really. And you know, also the Norton pickups that are a little more, let's say, conservative, because that is something that everyone knows and that has been out there for ages. And you know, I also have like 2 guitars that have the Tone Zone and Norton set, and I really love them. I think that the Fusion Edge pickups kind of, you know, have that little, that you know, last 10% more of awesomeness, so to say, when it comes to high gain and really controlling the high gain. But since I guess they're pretty new on the market, that is probably something that I really aimed for. So in the end, I would say that the Fusion Edge pickups have a little more definition and compression, while the Norton pickups do have a little thicker sound. So I think both of them are great, and you know, in the end it's just a personal preference probably. But anyway, both of them are, you know, really good for shred and really work out for high gain stuff. So if you are into shred, you should definitely check out these guitars. Thank you so much for watching, and you know, if you want to support this channel and make it grow a little, please make sure to subscribe, to leave a like, maybe to leave a comment, to share the video, do all the good stuff, and yeah, just try to make the world realize this small guitar YouTube channel. So thank you for everything, and I hope that we're gonna see us again in the next video. So keep on shredding!